You got it going on. Yeah, you got it going on. You got it going on. Yeah, you got it going on. You got it going on. Yeah, you got it going on. You got it going on. Yeah, you got it going on.
Alright, let's get right into it. Let's do it, man. Sekhmet and the Little Kim hardcore album, Decoded. Alright, hold on, let me turn on this light. Sekhmet and the Little Kim hardcore album, Decoded. We got Sekhmet here in the building. I had to light a candle. With it. You see how I got her picture in a frame. You know, I don't have a statue yet, but you know what I'm saying. This is a nice way to, you know, honor the deity that you're trying to work with if you don't have a statue. But let's get into it though. Let's get right into it. This video is very emotional for me to do, man. I got a really strong relationship with Sekhmet. Yeah, right now we're in Mercury retrograde. We are in Mercury retrograde right now to the 28th, and the energy is about kind of like reflecting about the past, you know what I'm saying? And just doing this, like, just made me realize how the archetype has been in my life, and like, I just broke down crying. So I think I got all the crying out, so hopefully I don't break down crying in this video. I don't think I am, but during the darkest times of my life, shout out to B.I.G., shout out to Little Kim, like, during the darkest times of my life, Sekhmet has been there for me. And I'm going to talk about that. Sekhmet has like a grandmother type of energy to her. Sekhmet and Kali is kind of the same thing. They're both going to take your ego. They're both going to give you inner transformation. But I feel like Sekhmet feels older. You know what I'm saying? Sekhmet is an older form of Kali. You know what I'm saying? Kali came from Sekhmet. Sekhmet's from the ancient Egyptian Kemetic pantheon of deities. So you know how your grandmother, like, you will spoil you. You know what I'm saying? You can always go to your grandma, like, you know what I'm saying? You can always go to your grandma, you know what I mean? And she's gonna spoil you. Like, she's gonna get you that gift that you want that your parents might not be able to give you. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna give you that grandma type of love, like you can't do no wrong in your grandmother's eyes. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna spoil you, and she's gonna spoil you. But then, like, every now and then, she's gonna give you that one good ass whipping, like your grandmother, right? Like, if she sees that you kind of like feeling yourself a little bit too much from her spoiling you, then yeah, she's gonna come cut your ego. You know what I'm saying? But Sekhmet is gonna spoil you with love, man. And you know what I'm saying? Once she cuts your ego, you can't even be mad at her because she done spoiled you so much. You can't even be upset. It's like you get it, you know what I'm saying? But Sekhmet is like, I got so much gratitude for her. Like I said, man, she chose me since birth, man. She chose me since I was born. Maybe because I worked with goddess energy in past lives and whatnot. But she's been there for me since I was born. My relationship with Sekhmet started with my grandmother. My grandmother had the archetype, and I went through a dark time in my life. You know what I'm saying? You know, separating from my moms and whatnot. Like, my moms and pops were separated, and my mom's had this crazy ass boyfriend and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was scared to death of this nigga. Like, I was scared to death of this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want nothing to do with my moms and shit. Like, when my grandmother kind of got me out of that situation. She made my father get custody of me. I was 5 years old. she made my father get custody of me, you know what I'm saying? And she like kind of rescued me out of a dark situation, you know what I'm saying? So it's like Sekhmet has always been there for me, like always been there for me during the darkest times of my life, right there spoiling me, you know what I'm saying? My grandmother had a porcelain tiger. My grandmother had a big ass house. She had a Benz. Like, she was rich. She was so Sekhmet. You know what I'm saying? She had one of them 80s Benzes and shit. And we had a big ass house. And when she took me out of that situation, it was like I was just in paradise. Like, I didn't even realize that my mother was gone for like 2 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I just so didn't want to be there. I was just so trying to block that shit out of my mind. Like, it was just me and my grandmother, son, for like a good 2 years after that. We was just chilling, you know what I'm saying? She brought me to Florida. She brought me to Maryland. And I was just like, with her, I was good, son. I was living in paradise. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, she's always come with this type of energy. Like, now looking back at the archetype, she's always come with that spoiling type energy. And then might catch your ego or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Also, I want to talk about one of the other archetypes is with this dude, Jared I used to work as a golf caddy. You know what I'm saying? I was doing magic, you know, trying to make more money at work. And then Jared came in as Sekhmet as a male form. How I'm able to recognize is Sekhmet and kind of like not Kali is the birthday of the person. The person's birthday would usually be like in Cancer or Leo, you know what I'm saying? Usually Leo, you know what I'm saying? So Jared gave me like mad knowledge of the caddy game, you know what I'm saying? I was struggling a little bit because I didn't have all the knowledge of the game. So this nigga like came in, like he taught me like the whole caddy swag. He put me on the game, like how to deal with the golfers, just game about just life in general. And him doing that, he also kind of showed me the illusions, like kind of the golf course or whatever. Like, what kind of turned me off about the job, because you make decent money like caddying or whatever. But what turned me off is how the golfers would some golfers would put extra balls in their bag, or they would put mad shit in their bag and try to make their bag heavy, just so they could watch you struggle, you know what I'm saying, and reminisce on that slavery shit or whatever, like out there on the golf course. And they would get a kick out of watching you struggle and be tired and whatnot, carrying the bag, you know what I'm saying? And that shit, like, once I peep game and kind of recognize this, Jared taught me how to, when the bag is heavy, how to take shit out, you know what I'm saying? Jared taught me how to, like, as you know, take some of the balls out. The golf balls is what, you know, make it mad heavy. He's like, throw them shits out as you walk and doing the loop or whatever. You know, throw the balls and make the bag light. You know what I'm saying? So Jared had just put me onto mad game, increased my money making at the golf course or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because he gave me all this knowledge and spoiled me with game, spoiled me with knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Always telling me like he was so like motivated by the way I was with my family and whatnot, and like to stay with my family, stay with my wife and whatnot. And he was always you know, he was always spoiling me with knowledge, game, like always had a blunt to light up. You know, he was older than me. You know what I'm saying? He's probably like 50, something like that. And I'm like 38. So I can't even talk about the other archetypes because my emotions and shit is so like wrapped up in this shit that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to break down crying in the video, but the Sekhmet and the archetype have been very transformational in my life. Like I just went through a chaotic period for like 2 years. And Sekhmet is the one that like healed me. Like I went to Sekhmet, like, yo, I want to get this shit out of my head. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to be free, like, of all this drama. Like I'm just going through like a transformational time in my life. And Sekhmet is the one that helped me get through all of this shit. Like she cleansed me, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you the Sekhmet magic and all that. We're going to get into all that. So like this deity is like very dear to me, and holds a very special place in my heart. I have a lot of respect for Sekhmet, you know what I'm saying? And I feel myself getting emotional already. So I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on. All right. I'm gonna move on. All right. So let's talk about some Sekhmet mythology. Let's talk about some Sekhmet mythology. All right. Now, Little Kim, Sekhmet, let's do it, all right? Let's get off this emotional shit. Let's get this video done, all right? All right, let's go. So, Little Kim deals with Shakti. You feel me? Shakti, man. Sekhmet is straight up and down Shakti. Straight up and down Shakti. You know what I'm saying? The word Shakti is itself a Hindu derivative or derivative from the name Sekhmet. The word Shakti itself is a Hindu derivative from the name Sekhmet. All right, you know what I'm saying? So Kali, you know what I'm saying, it comes from Sekhmet. Shakti, the word comes from the word Sekhem and Sekhmet. All right. The name Sekhmet comes from Sekhem, which means strong, mighty, powerful, and violent. She is a solar goddess directly to the creative and destructive powers of the sun. You know what I'm saying? So, where Sekhmet deals with the sun, she's a solar goddess. Whereas Kali is a little bit more of a lunar goddess. You know what I'm saying? Deals a lot more with darkness. You know what I'm saying? Just to briefly, I want to go back to Little Kim real quick. She was born on July 11th. 1974, and yes, I do believe that Little Kim has the Sekhmet archetype. Like I said, the people that have come in my life with the archetype have generally been Leo and Cancer and zodiac signs. Little Kim is a Cancer. Now, in Chinese, the zodiac, right? The year she was born is called the Wood Tiger. Her personality would be the Wood Tiger. You know what I'm saying? Is on some Sekhmet energy type of shit. And I thought that was interesting. Like, that's where Tiger Woods got his name from or whatever. But people born with this personality type possess easygoing character, and they do well in socializing. They are smart and sensible, but they are also a bit prideful and arrogant, right? You know what I'm saying? And if that's not Little Kim for you or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, first, I want to talk about the song Drugs. The hardcore album is on some straight Sekhmet type of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's where, you know, the Sekhmet shit I feel like is birthed. On the album cover, you see red and gold. Sekhmet's colors are red and gold. You know what I'm saying? So you see the red roses or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You see the there's a lot of gold in the background. And she's laying on a bear in that picture. You know what I'm saying? With the fangs and all that showing. Very, very close to some Sekhmet type energy, you know what I'm saying? Right? So, so Sekhmet's mythology, right? The deity Ra. The deity Ra was, he was sick of, you know, of human, like, ignorance and activity on Earth. Like, he was disgusted with how humans were carrying themselves on Earth. So he sent Sekhmet to, you know, get rid of all the evil shit that humans was doing on Earth. So she was killing mad motherfuckers. Like, Sekhmet got bloodthirsty, you know what I'm saying? And was, like, killing everything, you know what I'm saying? All the fucking disease, all the ignorance, all the evil shit that was being done by men. She was just killing all that shit, right? But she started getting bloodthirsty and couldn't stop. It was overdoing it a little bit. She was killing everything. So they're like, yo, Ra was like, we gotta stop Sekhmet. She about to kill off humanity. You know what I'm saying? So what they did was Ra poured blood. He poured wine actually all over the ground. You know what I'm saying? Some stories say it's wine, some say it's beer or whatever. But he poured red wine and mixed it with opiates. You know what I'm saying? And poured it all over the ground or whatever. And Sekhmet thought it was blood. So she came and drank all the blood or whatever, right? And you know, it was mixed with the opiate, so she fell asleep and it stopped her rage. You know what I'm saying? She stopped killing off humanity and whatnot. And then when she woke up, the first thing she saw was Ptah, the god of reincarnation, and she fell in love with Ptah instantly. You know what I'm saying? That's her mythology. So in her mythology, she uses these drugs and opiates to stop her rage. You know what I'm saying? Now, Lil' Kim on the Hardcore album got the song Drugs. You know what I'm saying? This shit is deep. She actually broke down and spoke some Arabic shit, like, you know what I'm saying, clear as day or whatever. Like she speak Arabic, you know what I'm saying? She talk about marijuana. She talk about, you know, drugs in general. If you meet people with the Sekhmet archetype, there's going to be some drugs, there's going to be some opiates involved, you know what I'm saying? Anything dealing with Shakti, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, the song Drugs is really related to Sekhmet's mythology. Also, the other song, Queen Bitch, you know what I'm saying? Lil' Kim song Queen Bitch. That's how I kind of, when I listened to Queen Bitch, that's what I was like, I was like, she got the archetype, you know, and just looking at all her pictures, looking at the album covers. Lil' Kim got the archetype. So there's like two lines in Queen Bitch that I want to go over, and I'm gonna show you how it relates to Sekhmet. You know what I'm saying? All right. In Queen Bitch, she says, "I am a diamond cluster hustler, Queen Bitch, supreme bitch, kill a nigga for my nigga by any means, bitch, murder scene bitch, Queen Bitch, disease free bitch." Check it. All right. So I'm gonna show you how that line right there relates to Sekhmet. All right. Okay. All right. Sekhmet has a bad reputation partly because of the powers and energies she represents. Not only is she associated with violence and bloodlust, but also sexual passion and the love of intoxicating drink. She represents not only death, but a very powerful feminine sexuality, which definitely frighten people. So, you know, Sekhmet is known for being so sexual and, you know what I'm saying, so provocative that it's a little frightening to people, you know what I'm saying? She is a lion-headed goddess of ancient Kemet and holds the key to understanding the dual nature of the divine feminine aspects of creation. Her name literally means the powerful one. She was seen as the great cosmic mother, the great nurturer, as well as a fierce warrior and protectorate of the divine nature of self and the rightful path for living in one's authenticity and integrity. You know what I'm saying? And also, Sekhmet was associated both with disease and healing medicine. She can avert plague and cure disease. And, you know, in that line, Lil' Kim was like, she's a disease-free bitch or whatever. Now Biggie wrote, I think, most of hardcore, from my knowledge, you know what I'm saying? So they did some magical shit in the studio. Like, it was the masculine and the feminine, like, combined. And they put this shit together. Like, these niggas was being guided by Sekhmet, like, I think, you know what I'm saying? And then Lil' Kim has the archetype. Like, this shit was divine. That hardcore album is divine. Words, word, like, y'all niggas did some magical shit. Like, you know what I mean? That hardcore album is divine, B. You know what I'm saying? So, Sekhmet is strongly associated with Kundalini, which is described as unleashed feminine sexuality manifesting as psychic energy in both women and men masters. It is called Shakti, the power aspect of the individual. Shakti itself is a Hindu. We said that already. All right. Shakti comes from the word Sekhmet. You know what I'm saying? Shakti comes from the word Sekhmet. I want to talk about one more line from Queen Bitch or whatever. I remember when I used to roll with gentlemen, straight up apostles. Now strictly niggas to jostle. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sekhmet was highly revered amongst the pharaohs. King Amenhotep III had like 100 Sekhmet statues built around the temples possibly to nurture his health issues. You know what I'm saying? So, like, back in ancient times and Kemetic times, Sekhmet was with the apostles, you know what I'm saying? Sekhmet was with, you know, it was just a more divine type of time. And now, like, Sekhmet is running these streets in the hood, like, you know what I'm saying? Taking care of all of us God kings down here, man. You know what I mean? Sekhmet has something of a bad reputation, stemming largely from a single myth, and as a result is almost always described in a negative, violent, and oversimplistic way. You know what I'm saying? So just Little Kim, just straight up and down, you know, just her rhymes and her style. She just, you know, she's coming with that Sekhmet energy, you know what I'm saying? And you can use Sekhmet's, you can use Little Kim's album, Hardcore, and some of her other music. I haven't, like, really researched the other albums and whatnot. Like, I pretty much focused on Hardcore. It's a Big Mama thing, you know what I'm saying? Drugs, Queen Bitch, you know what I'm saying? She's coming all with the Sekhmet energy. Right, so, you know, like I said, it's a Mercury retrograde. So on this one, because it's getting me so emotional, I'm not going to spend so much time on it. Like I said, Sekhmet is very dear to me, very dear to me. You know what I'm saying? Sekhmet, so I'm going to get into Sekhmet magic. Sekhmet magic, you know, maybe later on I'll come back to this and do a lecture on it, you know what I'm saying? But we're not gonna make this one too long or whatever. I'm gonna play Queen Bitch for y'all right now, so y'all can listen to the lyrics and hear the Sekhmet energy in the song while as we sitting here. And then when I come back, we're gonna talk about some Sekhmet magic.
If Peter Piper pecked him, I bet you Biggie bust him. He probably tried to fuck him. I told him not to trust him. Lyrically, I dust him off like clay. Hit hard like sledgehammers. Bitch with that platinum brimmer. I am a diamond cluster hustler. Queen bitch, supreme bitch. Kill a nigga for my nigga by any means, bitch. Murder scene, bitch. Clean bitch. Disease free bitch, check it. I write a rhyme, melt in your mouth like M&M's. Roll with the mafia. Remember them? Tell them when I used to mess with gentlemen. Straight up apostles. Now strictly niggas that jostle. Kill a nigga for the figure. How you figure? Your cheddar would be better. Beretta inside a Beretta. Nobody do it better. Bet I wet ya like hurricanes and typhoons. Got buffoons eating my pussy while I watch cartoons. Sleep till noon. Rap Cambria's here. Baby drinkers beware. Mostly dope she wear. Frank kill niggas wives for 1.5. While you struggle and strive, we pick with
Sekhmet magic. Okay, so Sekhmet magic, man. Sex magic, bro. Sex magic, Shakti. You want to do sex magic? You want knowledge of sex magic? Go to Sekhmet. You know what I'm saying? Go to Sekhmet. Healing, transformation of self. She has a very powerful powder, all right? It's a concoction. You mix Himalayan sea salt and cayenne pepper. And you just put, like I would say, maybe a cup of the sea salt and mix just a little bit of the cayenne pepper, because you don't want too much in a bath. And then you're going to say, cleanse me, Sekhmet, cleanse me, or Wabi Sekhmet. And yo, she will cleanse you. She will take all your heartache, all your pain. She will take that shit from you, son. Like, she did that shit to me, my nigga. Like, she did that shit to me. You know what I'm saying? She'll take all that shit from you. That spiritual bath. That's her powder. The Himalayan sea salt and the cayenne pepper. You can use that as protection, as a protection powder too. You can put it in the corners, in the rooms of your house, like for protection in your house, like the four corners of your house for protection. And you know, you could take that spiritual bath and ask her to cleanse your aura. you know what I'm saying, provide you with protection, but most importantly to like cleanse yourself, like to get rid of the negative parts of your ego, you know what I'm saying? To get rid of like pain, like things that you need to let go that are not serving you. It's painful to hold on and you have trouble letting it go. Like Sekhmet will take that shit from you, you know what I mean? Sekhmet magic. You also want to deal with red candles, you know what I'm saying? Red and gold is her colors. Red and gold is her colors. Now, very powerful. There is, you can look up the 100 names of Sekhmet. The 100 names of Sekhmet, you know what I'm saying? Now, you call these names, you don't even have to say all of them. Like, it's real easy to find. Just go on Google, put in 100 names of Sekhmet. This is how you invoke her energy. Like, she's there, like, instantly. Like you say these 100 names, like, she is there instantly, and you will feel it, you know what I'm saying? Alright, like I said, you don't even gotta say all of them. Like I'm telling you, her energy will be there instantly, you know what I'm saying? Right, so those 100 names, super powerful. You would evoke her energy by saying those 100 names. Bobby Hemmett got mad videos. He got a few videos on Sekhmet as well, you know what I'm saying? To learn a little bit more. Sekhmet magic. You also want to get into Kemetic yoga. Yoga from ancient Egypt, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the positions, like you see the position here that she's standing in, they're like yoga poses, you know what I'm saying? So you can get into that to tap into Sekhmet as well, you know what I'm saying? Also, offering to Sekhmet every month, right on schedule, period blood. Like my wife be like, when that time, she be like, you need the pad, like, you know what I'm saying? She's like, I got my period, like, you need the pad to do it. Like, cause she know every month, like, I give an offering to Sekhmet, period blood. You just put a little piece of the pad, you know what I'm saying, in the water, and then once the water gets all red, you can take the pad out, you know what I'm saying, leave that out for like, 2 days, you know what I'm saying, 2 days, you know what I mean, and period blood or menstrual blood is one of the most powerful elixirs in magic. It's the elixir of immortality, you know what I'm saying. Sekhmet, she gives you abundance, like she'll give you abundance, but once she sees that you failing yourself and you failing your abundance too much, she's gonna take it away from you, or she'll cut your ego if she has to, you know what I'm saying. But she deals with real abundance, like real jewels, you know what I'm saying, crystals, diamonds, rubies, gold, copper, you know what I'm saying, precious metals, food, clothing, shelter, like real tangible, valuable shit, you know what I'm saying? So you might ask Sekhmet, she might give you some money too, but like you might ask for abundance from Sekhmet, and she might give it to you in a different way. Somebody might just give you mad food, you know what I'm saying? Your rent might end up getting paid or some shit like that. Like, she's gonna make sure you have food, clothing, shelter, and then she's gonna give you like real wealth, you know what I'm saying? Real wealth. It's so emotional for me because Sekhmet has guided me up until this point, where I'm at now. Like, she got me here up to this point, you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't have done this shit without her, you know what I'm saying? Like, how I'm able to sit here and give you this video right now is because she was there for me, like, during the worst times, like, you know what I'm saying? She helped me make it through all the shit that I had to get through in order to be able to get to this point, you know what I'm saying? So, I got mad love for her, I got mad love for her, so, you know what I'm saying? B.I.G., you know what I'm saying? Like you did some ill shit. Like, B.I.G. be saying to, like, you know, people be tapping into his energy, talking to him. He's saying that he's sorry that he didn't leave anything spiritual. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, like, you was with Sekhmet, nigga. Like, you was with Sekhmet. You know what I'm saying? You brought all this Shakti energy and all of this shit. You the one that brought all this shit to life. You know what I'm saying? So just shout out to B.I.G, man. Shout out to B.I.G, son. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's about it. Sekhmet Magic, she gonna give you that real shit. You know what I'm saying? This video is not that long, but I love you, Sekhmet. I'm gonna come back to you at a later time. We're gonna break this shit down even more. I could break down songs like y'all don't understand, like just shit that I'm going through in my life. This shit is so kind of personal for me, and I don't want to just bring that energy in this video. Like, you know, I just kind of figured out like my spiritual niche. Like, this is it, son. Like, this is what I'm be doing. I'm about to break down the whole golden era of rap. You know what I'm saying? This YouTube page, I'm about to turn this shit. And, like, I know exactly where I want to go with this shit, son. I'm about to break down the whole golden era. I'm about to break down niggas' songs. You know what I'm saying? How all this mythology is tied up in this rap shit, son. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna break all this shit down. So this YouTube channel is gonna be the fucking most poppin' shit ever, son. But I'm about to be out. That's it, man. So Sekhmet, you know what I'm saying? I hope this will be transformational for the people. You know what I'm saying? Much love, Little Kim. Much love, Little Kim. I feel like I didn't do a good job on this because I'm mad emotional. So I think later on I'm gonna come back to it, and you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna really lay this shit out, really give it its due justice. But Little Kim is the archetype of Sekhmet. You want to learn Shakti, sex magic, you know what I'm saying? Tap into Little Kim hardcore. All right, peace.